Right now, all around you, radio waves are passing through your body. Some come from the satellites overhead, some from stars you cannot see, and some, the strangest of all, come from sources we have been trying to identify for nearly 50 years. One of them, caught for exactly 72 seconds in 1977, has never been heard again. We will get there. But first, 9 other signals nobody can explain. Number 10. The Lorimer Burst. In 2007, a PhD student in Australia found a single flash of radio waves, lasting less than 5/1000ths of a second, buried in 6-year-old data. The math was wrong. To pack that much energy into such a tiny instant, the source had to be violent beyond imagining, billions of light years away. For years, his own colleagues thought it was a glitch. Today we call it the first fast radio burst. And it is the gentlest one on this list. Number 9. The Proxima Centauri signal. In 2019, a project called Breakthrough Listen, built specifically to hunt for alien transmissions, caught a narrow radio tone, drifting in frequency exactly the way a signal from a planet around another star should drift. The direction was our nearest star, just 4 light-years away. The math fit a real transmission almost perfectly. After years of analysis, most scientists now believe the source was on Earth. But quietly, no one has ever fully closed the case. Number 8. Odd radio circles. In 2019, astronomers using a telescope in Australia spotted enormous, almost perfectly round rings of faint radio light, glowing in deep space. Each one is larger than an entire galaxy. The galaxies inside them appear as single dots. So far, only a handful have been found, and there is no accepted explanation for what they are. We do not yet know if we are looking at the wreckage of an ancient cosmic event, or at something we have no concept for at all. Number 7. The Galactic Center Pulsing Source. In 2002, near the very center of our own galaxy, an unknown object began sending out short radio pulses every 77 minutes. Bright, sharp, regular, like a slow heartbeat coming from the most violent place in the sky. It vanished a few months later, and it has never repeated in the same way since. To this day, no one knows what it was, or whether what we briefly heard is still in there, asleep. Number 6. The Antarctica Anomalies. Above the South Pole, a balloon-borne detector called Anita has, twice, caught what looks like high-energy particles erupting upward, out of the ice. According to known physics, this should be impossible. Particles of that energy should be absorbed long before reaching us from the other side of the Earth. Some scientists believe we are seeing the first hint of new physics. Others suspect the ice itself is fooling us. The mystery has refused to close. Number 5. The one we caught. In April 2020, for the first time, a fast radio burst was traced to a single object inside our own galaxy. A magnetar, the corpse of an exploded star, wrapped in a magnetic field 1 trillion times stronger than Earth's. We finally had a source. But here is where the precision matters. That flash was 1,000 times weaker than the bursts we catch from distant galaxies. Magnetars can explain a piece of the puzzle. They cannot explain the brightest signals. Most of these still come from somewhere else. Number 4. The signal from an impossible neighborhood. Another repeating burst has been tracked to a globular star cluster orbiting the nearby galaxy M81. Globular clusters are some of the oldest places in the universe, full of stars far past their prime, where no young magnetars should still exist. And yet, something inside it is firing flashes today. Either our theories about how these bursts are made are wrong, or there is a kind of object inside that cluster we have never directly seen. Number 3. The repeater. Among hundreds of fast radio bursts we have caught, one source flashes again and again, hundreds of times, always from the same point in the sky. We have traced it to a tiny dwarf galaxy, 3 billion light-years away, sitting beside an object pulsing with intense magnetic activity. We can point at exactly where it is. And yet, every single burst it sends looks slightly different. We know its address. We still have no idea what lives there. Number 2. The daily flashes. Every single day, somewhere in the sky, a fast radio burst arrives at Earth. In less than the blink of an eye, that single burst releases more energy than our sun produces in an entire day. The math says one should be sweeping past you every few seconds. We catch only a tiny fraction of them. The sky is shouting at us constantly. We are only just beginning to hear it. Number 1. The wow signal. We told you we would come back. On August 15, 1977, the Big Ear telescope in Ohio swept past a patch of sky in the constellation Sagittarius. For exactly 72 seconds, it picked up a signal 30 times louder than the background, on the precise frequency physicists had long called the natural broadcasting channel of the universe. The astronomer on duty circled the printout, wrote one word beside it, "Wow," and then it was gone. Here is where it gets disturbing. In nearly 50 years, with telescopes 1,000 times more sensitive, no one has ever heard it come again. Either it was a single natural event we will never witness twice, or somebody somewhere made one call and then went silent forever. We will never know which. The sky around us is full of voices. Most are too faint to catch. A few we have begun to understand. The strangest ones still refuse to repeat. If you want to keep listening with us, subscribe to Aphelion. Until then, keep looking up.